Hello, everyone, and happy New Year's Eve. I hope that you are having a wonderful day and that you have amazing plans to ring in the new year beautifully. I worked this morning and I've been trying to clean house because I did not want to ring in the new year with a cluttered up, messy house. So I'm kind of in the process of working on that. And I'm not really sure beyond that what we are going to do, but we do have plans to ring in the new year to stay up tonight. I do work tomorrow, but I work from home and I don't have to be logged in for work until 8 a.m. So I think we've got a little time to sit up a little later tonight. But today I kind of wanted to share with you as we go into tomorrow's brand new year, my New Year's resolutions. And I kind of touched on these a little bit in my previous video about moving into my 2024 planner. Just a little bit, I touched on them, but I kind of want to expand on that just a little bit more. For my New Year's resolutions, I'm going with something a little different. I did not choose things like go to the gym or lose weight or eat better or work out or read every day or meditate or journal, because those are already habits that I've been trying to incorporate more in my everyday, and those are habits that I am going to be tracking because eventually I want those habits to become like second nature. So I kind of tried to make my New Year's resolutions a little more about mindset and just kind of like my attitude, like going into the new year. 2023, because of some health issues that I had and some, a couple of stressful events that came up in my life, 2023 has not been a great year for me. And there have been a lot of times where I had a really negative and really low outlook on my current situation, my future, just a lot of things. It's been a tough year, and I kind of want to take this opportunity as we go into the new year. I just kind of want to take this chance and see it more as a rebirthing, to let 2023 be. Just leave it buried, let it go, let every stressor that I encountered this year go, and just kind of have a positive outlook and just kind of be more receptive and more, I'm not really sure the exact word I'm looking for, but just kind of more forgiving and more patient, if you will. I know that patience is a virtue, but some of the things that have transpired during this year have really tested my faith and my patience in a lot of things, in a lot of people, but mostly in myself. And I kind of just want to have a chance to just kind of almost rebuild myself. Like I said, a rebirthing. I think that's probably the best way to look at it, is just kind of a rebirthing. And with that, I will stop chattering, and I will show you my resolutions for 2024. And there's quite a few. I may have been a bit ambitious, but they're all really good mindset attributes that I want to incorporate. And I think that with a little practice, a little patience, just being committed to try to give them the effort, I think that I really can adopt these resolutions. One thing My word of the year is simplify, and I'm working on simplifying a lot of things, doing a deep declutter of my home, getting rid of just unnecessary junk to deal with, being more mindful of my work, my second job, and how much work I actually have to pick up versus saying yes to everyone that asks me to cover their shifts. Just a lot of things I'm trying to simplify. And I think that with that, going into the new year with this kind of mindset that I'm trying to set for myself, I think is going to really create the type of really big changes that I'm looking to get out of this year. And so I have 20 of them. And I made this little sheet, and of course I put Hello New Year, out with the old, in with the bold, because I think that's kind of a power statement in its own. Like, I just want to be bold and really embrace this new year and everything that it has to offer. So my resolutions include: I resolve to spend more time with family. I resolve to spend more time in nature. I resolve to be more positive. A lot of things that's happened during this year has kind of really, I've let myself develop kind of a negative outlook, and I really want to overcome that and become more of the positive person that I always have been in the past. I resolve to be kinder. And looking back over the year, there are some people that hurt me deeply, and there have been times when I have been unkind to them. Instead of forgiving and moving on, I kind of held on to that hurt. And there were instances where I was very unkind to them, and I want to move past that as well. So I resolved to be kinder. I resolved to simplify my life. That is my big word of the year. I resolved to set boundaries. That's in my personal life and my work life. As far as, like, there is a colleague of mine that I work with who will text me every week, will you work my shift? Will you work my shift? And I've always told her yes. It doesn't matter if I've already picked up 3 shifts of the month. I will take her shifts too. So I'm going to set boundaries. I resolved to practice self-reflection. Again, like I've been doing in the few days where I'm looking at periods of unkindness and periods of negativity. I want to take time to sit down and do that self-reflection and just kind of see where I'm at in my headspace. Am I being the person I want to be? Do I need to make changes? I resolve to forgive others. There are some people in my life that I need to forgive. This is the year to do that. I resolve to practice manifesting. I have manifested before, and I have manifested some great things. And over the course of the last year or two, I've just kind of fallen out of that. And I think it's because of a lot of this unkindness and negativity that I've allowed into my head has been blocking me. So I want to really practice manifesting. I resolved to take more pictures. I was just thinking the other day, and this is horrible. I have so many pictures of Kinley, my very first grandchild. Connor, I don't have a lot of pictures of him. And whenever we're around, I usually leave my phone in the car, or I put it on the table or their counter, and I spend time with them, but I just don't take a lot of pictures. Me and Henry were talking the other week. We used to take tons and tons of pictures together. I don't think I have a picture of me and Henry together in probably the last 2 or 3 years. So I want to take more pictures, which goes along with the next one, which is I resolve to make more memories. Instead of worrying about how many shifts I'm getting at work, or worrying about, is the laundry done? Is the kitchen clean? I want to make some memories, and that's going to go back into this spending more time with family and spending more time in nature, making those memories that count. I resolved to get out of debt. We are working toward buying our own home, and that has to be a key player this year, is getting that debt to income ratio where it needs to be. I resolved to improve my health. That's a non-negotiable right there, given the health concerns that I have experienced in the last few months. Improving my health is an absolute non-negotiable. I resolved to travel. I don't care if it's a weekend, a week, a day, get up and drive somewhere out of town. I don't care if it's going across town, but we're getting out of this house and we're going places this year. I resolved to be more grateful. Again, I think that's another thing that's been blocking my manifesting, is just that because of all this negative energy that I've allowed in my home, that has been in my home, and I've allowed to pervade my mind and my headspace, is blocking my manifesting. And it starts with gratefulness and gratitude. The universe will not bless you with more if you're not grateful with what you already have. And so that's something that I've got to really sit down and put some reflection on. I resolve to conquer a fear. I have several really, honestly, unrealistic, irrational fears. And this is the year that I'm going to tackle some of those. At least one. I put conquer a fear. So it has to be at least one thing. I resolved to make new friends. I have 2 friends. They're close friends that are outside of my family. They're both coworkers, and I really only ever see them at work. So I want to kind of have a social life. And I'm going to have to get out of this house and get to know people, meet people, and make those friends. So I'm going to do that this year. I resolved to get organized. And that kind of goes back hand in hand with the simplifying my life. I resolved to stop procrastinating. Huge, huge right there. Because that's why all of this decluttering and organizing has to take place, because I am the world's greatest procrastinator. And last, and absolutely certainly not least, I resolved to learn to love myself. It's something that I've struggled with my entire life, since childhood, and I'm going to spend some time with me, one-on-one, getting to know me and learning to love me. So those are my New Year's resolutions. I hope that maybe you found some inspiration in these. And if you've made it to the end of this video, as always, thank you so much. It means the world to me when you take time out of your day to watch my videos. I hope that you have an absolutely amazing, blessed, and safe, happy New Year. And above all else, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye.